Hello Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 28th of April through to the 4th of May. Happy birthday to all you Taurians having your birthday in this coming week. Don't forget, it's like the starting year for you energetically. It's like the new year for you energetically. There's a whole new cycle that starts for the whole year, and this is where you can really get into things. On the messages from energy this week, if you haven't seen it, it's a beautiful reading, very, very joyous, about using the concrete foundations, which you're very good at, and converting them into joy and ambitions and success, basically. And the energies that are coming through at the moment, the elements that are coming through, rather, are earth and fire. Now, you are a earth sign with a fire base, and it works beautifully for you. So we are going to be looking at the combinations of the earth and fire and see how it plays out in your flower. So let's just bring up your flower, shall we? Here it is coming up here. Let's just bring up the actual your element flower. Sorry, here it is here. Technical issues obviously going on, Taurus, do apologise. So here in this energy here, on these two petals here, so this is your relationship side and your financial side, general energies. This is here where you've got your karmic path here. You've got this cardinal earth and fire within you. And this is on your relationship side. It's giving you a very passionate physical direction for you to follow. And it's making things very clear for you. And once you get that clearness within your spirit, all of a sudden your physical and your passionate sides can really kick in. On your influences or your synchronicities with the world around you, feeling the room as it were, you get this fixed earth and fire. So this fire comes from your good self, and this fixed earth comes from Leo, your fellow fixed sign, which is just next to you. So that helps you to use your intuition in a very precise way. So then you can stimulate your passions, because the main energy that's coming through here is that energy that comes in from Aries. And that is that cardinal fire. And this is where I think this fire that's coming through you, because this is the only earth petals really you have within your flower, because of this cardinal fire that's coming in, it's giving you a passionate direction to take, or it's stimulating the passion from within you because of the physical direction that you should be taking. On your financial side, I think it's all about the earth that you have within you, how you physically engage in the world in a very ordained fashion, and feeling regal about it, feeling royalty about it, feeling that King of Pentacles within you. And the way in which you engage, because you've got that cardinal fire that comes in between the engagement and the future, is how you allow, what you allow in the way of passionate things into your material life, into your job or your business or your projects. What you allow in and what direction you take by following your passions will determine what you will receive in the future. Okay, so let's just bring up your Astroflower. We will be pulling cards on all of that, but let's just bring up your Astroflower to see what the messages are from the reading. So on your general energy here, this is all about passions. This is that cardinal fire that does come in here for you, and it's taking a direction on your physical side and feeling the room, using your intuition in a really good way here. On your relationship side, it's much more about sort of using your passions for love, for life, for being with someone else, and being, being really tight with someone, using your passion so it brings stability and balance and harmony that you can spring off. Because once things are fixed in place, it's going to be much easier for you to take a leap forward in regards to joy and happiness in your life, rather than, not really sure about where you're going. Okay? So, look at that. Six of... It is about the joy. We talked about it on the messages from energy. And the general energy that's flowing for you is the Five of Wands. Ultimate success. I think this is giving you the direction of your success. You're feeling it from within you. That's that cardinal fire that comes through you. On your karmic path, on your relationship side. Now, this is where we get that cardinal fire that comes in from Aries along there, and that cardinal earth that comes in from Cancer on the other side. And this is a direction that's taking you from difficult situations, or situations you had to sort of really work at, and it was really, you had to grind out the results in the way of happiness. And you're moving away from that. And I think that's the direction it's giving you. It's taking you to much calmer shores, much more beautiful things. And I think energy is guiding you that way. That's why I think your intuition and what you do on your physical side of life, your material side of life, will have major effects on your relationship side. On the connection with the synchronicities in the world that is around you, you get the Two of Swords. You have to choose this. You have to choose in regards to synchronicities and the people that are around you. You have to choose what stimulates you and what you should be getting involved in and engaged with. That's where the intuition side comes into it. So if you're being offered, someone says to you, there's an evening going on at this place here. The theme of the evening is this. If it doesn't correspond to you, this is what you've got to walk away from. You've got to walk away from things that just don't really stimulate you, and start kind of going, no, I don't know if I want to go to that. I'd like to go to this thing though, and that's why I think you need to sort of make that decision to go after what really sort of stimulates you more than anything else. What's going on from the past here? The past is tied into that Six of Swords. I think you've had to do a lot of work in the past. Yeah, you get the Four of Pentacles. I think you had to really run a tight ship, really be conscious of not allowing the freedom to enjoy. I think that's the past. I think that's what you're walking away from, and I think that's what you've got to choose to walk away from. And in your future self, look at that. This is where that future self has got that cardinal fire at its base, and you've got that fixed earth from your good self, which is at the surface. And this is you feeling incredibly comfortable. And then that feeling of uncomfortable, as I was saying, when the foundation has got great comfortable, you're allowed to explore. You're freeing yourself up, and you can allow your success to grow within you, your success to come to the surface. And as it does come to the surface, this King of Cups, he's got one hand that's touching that bowl. He's in touch with his emotions. And look at the boat in the background there. That's that plain sailing. That's where you want to be going. And it's on your karmic path to walk away from complicated relationships to go to something that's so much more beautiful. How should you engage in this week? And that's where the passions come in. You get the Ace of Cups. It ties into so much of what could be in the future, of a very harmonious, liberating engagement in regards to the emotional world, which makes you feel incredibly good and a lot of success. So in this week here, I would engage with things that make you feel fulfilled in regards to relationships. And that's the decisions that you're making there. Okay? Let's just see what's going on the financial side. We have the double fire down here, mutable on your karmic path, fixed obviously on your synchronicities with the world around you, because that's your fire. But it is fire and water. But this allows when fire warms water, it's really beautiful, nice, a nice sauna or something like that, or even just a tropical beach is beautiful. It's just when the fire is really strong and you throw a bucket of water into it, it's going to explode. And you know, there's a bit of a caveat there of not allowing your passions to trump your emotions, basically. Patience is the virtue. Converting negative into positive. This is going to be tied into your success on what you're after in the way of a job, business, and project. If you're patient about it, that's when you can allow your wings to unfold. And that's what we were talking about in the Messages from Energy. Do go and see it. It's allowing you to fly in your future. And on your synchronicities with the world around you, you get the Empress card, giving birth to a whole new world. And it can be quite complicated giving birth sometimes, as a lot of you may well know. But at the same time, the Empress card here, she has a control over her empire through her emotional engagement in a very controlled way. And controlled emotions doesn't mean hiding your emotions. It means being very in contact with your emotions. So when you're living something, you're living it fully. And that's going to demand a little bit of patience to get things through. But it will also, at the same time, will allow you to use multitudes of different ingredients in order to combine them together to get the success that you so want. Because she does stimulate a lot of success in life. And I think this is where your patience can play amazing dividends within your future. Okay? Within your past, you get the Seven of Cups. Seven for me is a number of revelation, so it's revealing to you. And I think the past is revealing to you here is that you might have towed a very strong, straight line emotionally when engaged with your job, business, and projects, which is really good because it helps to get things very, in a very orderly fashion. So you're really building something and being emotionally detached, because that's what the Empress can do, because she has a control over her emotions, will help you to see the ultimate goal. And I think from the past, I think there's things coming back which are helping you to realize what parts of what you do in your career path and in your business or in your project that actually really stimulates you. And when you do, that's when you're going to realize that where the success is to be had within your life. In your future self, now I'm going to take how you should engage in life beforehand, and it's about allowing that passion into your life. You get the Eight of Pentacles. You're passionate about doing the work, getting things done, getting the success, making things really work properly. And it's doing it on multitudes of fronts. That's what the Empress card is helping you to do here. So I think maybe connecting with people who are very productive or constructive in their engagement with you will be really beneficial. But it's also getting down and doing, which you do enjoy. And I think that's what, if you getting down and doing your pathway, going after your success, if you've got a bit of patience that goes along with it, you should get some really good results. But it is this week here is getting down and doing. The future here is opening up a great possibility, but it's all down to what stimulates your passion of success, because your version of success can be completely different to another person's version of success. And what stimulates you within what you consider success to be? Could it be on the emotional front, moral front, physical front, material front? Whichever way it is, being really conscious of what stimulates your success is going to open up the doorway to great success for you. And you get the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, she knows that success is coming. She sat at the tree of knowledge there, as you can well see. She's got the riot of smiles on her face because she's done the work. She knows what's coming up. She's put everything in place. She sat at the tree of knowledge. It gives fruit by itself. And I think this is in the future, you're going to get this perpetual growth because of the way in which you set things up. And this is where you need to be a little bit patient, and you need to have a very good clarity on what stimulates you to, or what stimulates you in the way of what you perceive as success is. Okay? So let's just put a few cards on the messages from the elements, as it were, the energies that are coming through. I want to know what that decision is. I want to know what that Two of Swords is all about. The moon. Okay, so it could be, for some of you, it could be that you're making a choice about a scorpion, for example. But also, it's to make a good, clear choice, you have to look at the things that you wouldn't normally look at. So looking at the unforeseen, and I think this is where you don't want to be too rigid in the way in which you look at it. I think you need to look at every side before making that decision. And what stimulates you? You get the Queen of Wands here. That Queen of Wands knows how to stimulate the magic in life. She's after the fun with those sunflowers there. It's all to do with enjoyment. And she's on that pathway. She's got that wand in her hand. And that's where you can use that intuition of seeing the underside and sort of saying, hey, does that stimulate me or not? Okay, no, in that case, I'm going to go after that. And then once you get that clarity within you, on your karmic path with the Six of Swords, with that clarity within you, you can start manifesting what you want. And there is a big change from the past to the future. There is a big change that's going on in your life emotionally, with a lot of clarity, and also a lot of possibility for you to be engaged in a very passionate way. You get the Tower. Everybody's been getting the Tower. I think this is basically, it's on your karmic path. It's with the Six of Swords, and I think you're realizing something that you were holding on too tightly. So you couldn't allow yourself to manifest the happiness within your life. And because now you're starting to realize that, that is making the change. That is making that, oh, right, sort of scenario. Dispelling old belief systems, allowing new belief systems to come into place, because that will allow that Six of Wands to actually sort of be born within you, that success. Let's see what this cardinal fire is coming through with you. Nine of Wands. This is about going on a journey that is influenced by the messages that are coming through from the energy, which shows you where your passions lie, and that should be the benchmark of what you engage in. So that's where the healthy boundaries come into place. But you are taking a path. You're taking that wand and you're going off on it, because that's what the Nine of Wands actually does, you know. So with coming up that, you get the Nine of Pentacles as well. Fire and earth energy. That's what's coming through on the general, through the general energy, through to your future and your engagement of this week, your joyous engagement of this week of offering your passions up to coincide with the passions that is coming into your life. And when the two meet, it's going to be absolutely beautiful for you. You're going to feel like that you've won the lottery in regards emotionally. Let's just have a quick look and see what's going on in that fire before we see what's going on with the cardinal fire that comes through the top there, through the Queen of Wands. With the Temperance card, yeah, you get the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is already in your past here. This is where I think, you know, it's going to, when you realize, okay, these are the passions, or this is the thing, these are the things that stimulate what I consider to be successful in life and makes me feel incredibly fulfilled. Once you realize that, it's going to take a little bit of time to put it into place. And I think that's what's going on. Maybe not. Maybe the energy is sort of saying, no, blow that. Don't wait around. Go at it full throttle. Enjoy it. Go at it full throttle. It's a possibility, because you do have that Six of Wands within you. Allow that energy to blow through you. But certainly being very curious about what you want is going to be good for you. With the Empress card, you get the Five of Wands. Do you have to fight for it? No. I think you have to be the best example of yourself. I think you need to sort of like, this person here, this is, imagine if this is you. She is extracting herself from the complicated Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is an old dimension in a way that was complicated for you. And this is where you're seeing things for what they are. And that will allow you to get the success. And you're seeing things for what they are with the Nine of Cups. It's time for you to choose your future and live your future financially. Let's just see what that directional, passionate, cardinal fire that comes in. You have the Three of Wands. That is patience, temperance. There is there's two boats that you can see that are just behind her. There is a choice to be made, but actually, I think you've got to be patient and allow it to come to you. This is what I mean about what you allow it into your life in the way of passions. Quality rather than quantity. Now, you've got twice the Four of Pentacles. For me here on this side here, because we're on the financial side, it's asking you not to spend your time, effort, energy, money on things that just do not stimulate your success. Okay? And being after quality rather than quantity. Five of Cups. This is being able to have that capacity to turn around and make slight changes in your life so you can move from something that is not bringing in success to something that is bringing in the ultimate success with the Two of Cups that is just behind it. Okay? So it's all about allowing, you choosing what sort of passions comes into your life at the moment, Taurus. Okay? So there you go. I will see you on the 2 videos that we got coming out this weekend here. It's going to be great videos. It'll be very interesting to see or hear your thoughts on them. We've also got the live on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Questions, answers, and we can exchange our experiences according to energies of the topic we'll be talking about. And don't forget about the messages from energy as well. I will see you all there. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.